tier list video. Today we're going to be going over 200 gaming franchises, ranking them from masterpiece all the way to never played, or sorry, trash, and also never played. I looked at this list and we got some bangers here, and we have some ones that I know of, but I'm not too familiar with. I do have some friends that have given some good opinions on some of these, and so I might take those. But then there's others that I just straight up never heard before. And Unlike other tier list videos, if there's a logo that I don't recognize, I will use the Google image identifier thing. I think this is Darksiders, but Google won't tell me, so we're just gonna go from we're going to start from the beginning with Street Fighter. This might be a very controversial opinion, but I hate uh, how generic fighting games are, to the point where I feel like Street Fighter is just the epitome of generic fighting game. I think that like I'm very biased towards specific towards when it comes to fighting games, my favorite fighting franchise is Soul Calibur, and then second to that is Mortal Kombat. I kind of like Virtua Fighter, but that being said, I do want to play the newest Street Fighter because at least it takes a different approach to the fighting game genre, and everything before that though was just straight up generic, and I just couldn't get into it. So I'm going to put it at above average, because in no way is it mid because of the newest release. However, if the newest release was just the same as the others, I would have kept them in mid. Okay, Red Dead, and keep in mind we're going on franchises, not the first game. So Red Dead to me is a masterpiece of a franchise. I don't think that there's any arguing with that. It's honestly just it's GTA in the Wild West. Phenomenal worlds, phenomenal stories. Red Dead 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. And then we get to Halo, which I wasn't a huge Halo fan. I did own 3 and Reach, and I did kind of enjoy them. But when it comes to the overall grand scheme of things, I did play more of the multiplayer. I mean, the story was fine and all, but I'm thinking Halo deserves to be in good. I When we get to Call of Duty, at least Halo had more bangers than Call of Duty. So I'm gonna just keep Halo in good. I don't think there's any disagreeing with that. Now, Grand Theft Auto, on the other hand, I've played almost all of them except 3. And 3 sounds very hard, and I don't want to play it. So I've played Vice City, San Andreas. No, actually, no, I haven't played San Andreas. No, correct. Sorry, I've not played San Andreas. I've only played Vice City, 4, and 5. However, I've heard great things about San Andreas. I have San Andreas. I just never played it. I have it on the PS3, and I genuinely don't. Despite me I have a more positive relationship with Saints Row than I do with Grand Theft Auto. I still think that it's a masterpiece of a franchise. However, online has tainted Rockstar's reputation. Like GTA Online has really tarnished Rockstar's reputation in my eyes. Now, Mass Effect is a franchise I've not played, but I've heard very good things about. So I'm gonna consider putting Mass Effect in very good. Sims, just because I live with my sister, that's gonna stay in there. Castlevania is a game that or is a franchise that I've always wanted to get into. I'm considering putting them in and putting it in good. Um, I have heard like an orchestra perform the music for Castlevania live, and it was amazing. I really like the soundtrack to Castlevania series. But as far as I heard, I haven't heard a lot of negative things about the franchise. I have a lot of like retro game friends that love it, so I think that good is a good balance there. Now, Resident Evil, I have only played six. I have not, and five actually. I've played five and six. Not the greatest game in the or games in the franchises. I have a lot of people that love. I know a lot of people that love this franchise. I am not a horror game fan, but I did actually like six. I hated five, so I genuinely feel like we're kind of in the realm of like Halo. So, but considering that they're with the remakes of the older games, I think it deserves to go in very good. And um, I'll put it in front of Mass Effect. Okay. Um, the King of Fighters. I don't know anything about that. Mortal Kombat. I've played the DC crossover game. That was my first Mortal Kombat, and the one that came out. I think it was a remake. The remake before like the PS4 and Xbox One game came out, which I don't remember what that. The one with Freddy Krueger. The one with Freddy Krueger. Um, I love Soul Calibur more than Mortal Kombat, and it is obviously way better than Street Fighter. So I genuinely feel like that next to Castlevania is not a bad idea. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, next is Mugen, and I only know that because I looked it up. This is a game that or Mugen is something I've always wanted to play, and I just think that it stands out from a lot of fighting, from every like fighting game out there. Really, I genuinely would say that it is above Mortal Kombat. Now, Battlefield. I have Okay, so Battlefield, the first Battlefield game I played was 4. Then I played 3. Then I played 1942. Now, to me, Battlefield has way better game. Well, I mean, I think to a lot of people, Battlefield has more better games than COD in its run. And I've always wanted to play 2142. Uh, is it 2142 or 2142? Shoot, I already got them mixed up, but not the new one, the other one. The first futuristic Battlefield game. I've always wanted to play that. I think it was 2142. Now, that being said, 4 is a banger. 3 was good. I prefer 4 over 3 though. And I also forgot about Hardline. Hardline is a hated game in the franchise, but I actually did really enjoy Hardline. So I genuinely, since I'm not going to spoil what I'm going to put Call of Duty in, I think that Battlefield deserves to go in very good, especially with that comeback. All right. Next is Medal of Honor. I have only played the last shitty game that they put out, which was like the Call of Duty ripoff. However, I've heard a lot of good things about Airborne. So I think that as a franchise as a whole, I think it could go in good. Uh, I don't think anybody would disagree with this. All right, Minecraft. Overrated as all hell. But when we get to Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm going to explain why I'm going to go this route. So, despite me not being a fan of Minecraft, it's had two basically like popular waves or eras. Like with YouTubers and like this revival whole thing. That I genuinely believe that it is among the greats, but it's not one of the great. Like it's great for the sake of like it appeals to everyone. It appeals to kids. It appeals to adults, teenagers. It's in its own category of it's almost like yeah, it's since it has like such a vast wide audience, I think it deserves to be in good. Um, and I think like next to Mortal Kombat seems like a good choice. Yeah, that works. Okay, Forza. I know a lot of people are gonna hate this, but I've been a PlayStation player all my life. I don't understand the appeal. I mean, I kind of understand the appeal, like to car people, why this franchise is so damn popular. But even as a car guy myself, I just prefer fun over simulation stuff. And considering that the first Horizon game is the peak in the Horizon franchise that most people would agree on, and motorsport just seems like Gran Turismo, I think that Forza deserves to be in above average. Next to Street Fighter. I think that's a solid choice. Call of Duty. There we go. We get to the big one. So, if Call of Duty for me, the first Call of Duty game I played was Black Ops 2. Then I played COD 4. Then I played Black Ops 1. Then I played Modern Warfare 3. Then I played Modern Warfare 2. Then I played Advance, no, Ghost. Then I played Advanced Warfare. Then I played Advanced Warfare Black Ops 3? Black Ops 3 and then World War 2. World War 2 is my favorite Call of Duty game on PS4. Which I guess is now considered last gen. Um, Black Ops 4 sucks. Black Ops 3 got worse. Um, and then Cold War and all that. Like Call of Duty is just in a downward spiral. But I genuinely feel like it's just like Forza belongs in above average, despite me still playing World War II to this day. Okay, now Doom is a game franchise that I actually never got into. I did play the original, and it's fine. You're gonna be surprised. Like I don't think that I should rank it though, because I do understand the appeal. I'm not a fast paced arcade shooter type of gamer, unless we're talking like Unreal Tournament. But I do think it does belong in the very good category, despite not playing it. I understand people's love for the soundtrack. I understand people's love for the new games. I think it's. I think this is fine. All right, now we're getting to Guilty Gear. I never played it. Persona is a franchise that I also have not played, but I understand a lot of love for, like why people love it. So I'm just gonna not put in never played. Shinigami Tensei never played. Wolfenstein I did play the New Order. Um, so if we're just going off of that, I think that the the new games that came out afterwards, aside from the ones where you play as kids, I would consider them to be good. So I would put that like probably beside Minecraft. I think that sounds like a good deal. All right, Devil May Cry. I think it's I think it's very good, honestly. I wouldn't put it as just good. I think it's a very good franchise. I think sticking it next to Doom is fair. All right, Bayonetta. Never played, but I've heard great things about. Lego. Holy, okay, this is gonna be so tough. So, I've played Lego Batman, Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Indiana Jones 2, Lego Batman 2, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, Lego The Hobbits, Lego Lord of the Rings. I think there was two separate Lego Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Um, Lego City Undercover is one of my favorite games, as well as Lego Batman 2. Um, hmm. Oh, the Star Wars game that came out after the Complete Saga. I have not played Lego The Avengers, but I do kind of want to try that out at some point. And Lego World seems like a cool franchise. Lego is honestly, it's kind of hard to really discredit Lego for anything. So I think Very Good is a great place for it. And I also wanted to play like was it Lego Island or the Lego racing game, not the new one, the original one. I think that's a fair place to put it. It's or actually no, I think Masterpiece is more well deserved. Okay, Elder Scrolls. Um, can't really vote on that. Fallout. I played Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, but I understand why New Vegas is an amazing game. Just from everybody that I've spoken with, all the videos that I've watched, I think that Fallout deserves the very good treatment. And I would actually put it. I don't think anybody would discredit me if I put it above Doom. Actually, no. I'm gonna put it. Screw that. Honestly, I'm just gonna put it as the number one for very good. All right, Super Mario. The first Super Mario game that I played was the new Super Mario Bros. On the Wii. Then I played the one on the DS. Then I played the old, like I guess the original games, like released on the DS. Then there was like Super Luigi Bros. So honestly, it's a very simple formula that I guess I would put in good. Like there's really it's what it is, you know. But I do have a lot of love for new Super Mario Bros. On the Wii. Yeah, that seems fair. All right, Zelda never played. I have also never played Metroid. Dark Souls never played. Final Fantasy never played. Is this called Dragon Wars? That's not what I want. Search images with Google. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what this is, so I'm just gonna put it as never played. Quake. The only Quake game that I played is Quake Wars Enemy Territory, and that is one of my favorite shooters of all time. Now, as a whole, It's kind of like the Doom, but at least I've actually played a game that's worth like reviewing. Quake Wars Enemy Territory is just everything great about like shooters on the PS3, you know. It doesn't really do anything different. It's very much like a Battlefield ripoff. Um, but it's still a great game that as simple as it is, I will always go back to playing it every year. So that being said, bias wise, and considering that I put Doom in very good, I think I'm also going to put Quake in. You know what? I'm gonna put Quake in good. I'm gonna probably put it above Mortal Kombat. Seems fair. Just because I absolutely adore enemy territory. Um. Oh wait, no, it's still never played. Okay, Counter Strike never played. Team Fortress 2 is a game that I actually did enjoy back in the day, and I don't see a lot of like discredit. Like, there's nothing really get mad about. It's a very interesting game, and even like the homages to it, or like the fan games of it, are kind of just as good. Like, especially the Roblox one, which is like True Colors. So the formula is just great in itself. Funny enough, though, I would probably put it in. I think I'll put it in the good category. I think that's fair. Yeah, that seems fair. All right. Half-Life. Never played, but I do under it's when we get to fear, it's a very important thing to have. Like, Half-Life 2 was a very important game to actually spark, like other developers to like create physics engines. So I think that if I think it does deserve to be in. I know some people put in masterpiece, but I'm gonna put it in very good, probably next to Fallout. I think that's a fair choice because it is an important thing for games in general, just from physics alone. There we go. All right. Next is Portal. Could never get into it, but I understand the appeal. My dad was like really in or was really into it. I think that it kind of deserves the same treatment as Half-Life, but honestly, I think I might just put it. Hmm. Yeah, I'll put it in front of Resident Evil, just because I actually no. I'm gonna put it. I'll put it in front of Mugen. That works. All right, Sonic. So just straight up Sonic. Okay, so I've played. If we are counting All Stars Racing or racing in general, I have played. For Sonic wise, I played Sonic Sega All Stars Racing, which is a phenomenal racing game. Wanted to play Transformed, never got a chance to, because every friggin' time I try to buy it on the Facebook Marketplace, they were selling it as a whole with other games. I was like, no, I just want that damn game. So, and I've also that last racing game was pretty garbage. Not gonna lie. So but I did play. I don't know. I did play all the old Sonic games as well, and they were never really games that stood out to me. However, the racing franchise, I think, deserves to be included in. Because, like, if Mario Kart's not on here, I think it deserves to be in, like, very good. I would put it along, actually, probably above Super Mario, to be honest. But again, I'm only counting the racing games. Because I didn't really get anything out of the old original games. All right. Yeah, and I did try playing. I already forgot the name, but the one with like the beast. I forget what that one was called. The disc is like freaking scratched, probably broken, but yeah, I did try that and didn't even like it. Okay, Yakuza. Can't speak for myself on this one, but it is a masterpiece of a franchise. Like I know, like just straight up, it everything I've seen about it, it is a masterpiece of a franchise. Consistently, almost as good as GTA, if not, some people would even argue probably just as good or better than GTA. I would say that this probably belongs next to GTA, for my opinion. Um, Smash Bros. I play Brawl, and that's the only one I played. Now that being said, it's a fun franchise. Um, I yeah, I didn't play the Wii U version. I kind of wanted to though. Hmm. I think above I think above Portal would be good. Because even the copycats of the franchise like were pretty decent. Like the Nickelodeon one, PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. I don't care what anybody says. I like that one as well. Um, oh yeah, above Portal. There we go. All right, next. Don't know this one. Don't know that one. Don't know that one. Don't know that one. Company of Heroes. I've heard of it. Don't know that one. Pokemon. I'm not. I'm gonna just put it as never played, despite me playing one of them. Ace Attorney. I just want to rank that for the memes in general because even though I haven't played it, it just looks so much like a. It just looks like a great game. Mega Man. I actually did play the original Mega Man games, and I do have like the collection. I think downloaded in my library. For Mega Man, I do it, and definitely enjoyed it. I guess next to Super Mario, it doesn't seem like a bad idea to be fair. I'm not entirely sure though how many games are actually. I don't think there's a lot of bad Mega Man games, so I think that's fair. All right, Metal Slug. I love Metal Slug. It is one of my favorite, if not probably my favorite arcade game to play. Whenever there's an arcade, and if they have Metal Slug, I will definitely be playing that. I think Metal Slug deserves to be above Super Mario. Contra. Never played. Never played this one. Civilization. Um, Never played. But from what I watching people play it, like I wouldn't mind watching people play it, but I wouldn't want to play it myself. Last of Us. I gotta be honest, I've never played it, but I do think that it deserves to be a masterpiece. I have the art book, and we're obviously counting the first game. Uncharted. I've played all of them except four. Uh, Three was my favorite though. So I old me would consider it to be a masterpiece of a franchise, but I think very good is the better realm, and I'm actually gonna probably put it above Resident Evil, just for my taste. Alright. Crash Bandicoot never played. SimCity. FIFA. Okay, I'm kind of biased with this one because despite me actually not playing FIFA like religiously, my dad's really into the game, and whenever I do play it, I actually don't mind it. Now that being said, I'm not for like spending money on the same game every year. However, FIFA just works. Like, it's one of those games where just like put on music and I could just play. I'm gonna consider FIFA to be in above average. Now, if we were counting FIFA Street, that'd be a different story. All right. Uh, Age of Empires just seems like a more boring civilization. Superstar Soccer, never heard of that. Need for Speed. So the first Need for Speed game that I played was Hot Pursuit Remake, I think. Hot Pursuit Remake. Then it was Rivals, which is trash. Then it was The Run, which is underrated, or overhated, and after that was I didn't really get into it. I think I played like a day of Shift 2 because my dad was really into the soundtrack to that game, but he I don't think he played much of it. Then it was Carbon, then Most Wanted remake. No, it was Carbon, then it was the remake, 2015's garbage remake, or it wasn't even a remake, it's just a game, 2015's game. Then it was 2012 Most Wanted, which is not good. Then it was Payback, which is garbage. Then it was Heat. So yeah, I understand Most Wanted and Underground and all those games like are revolutionary and they're like are just like straight up like you can timeless masterpieces kind in certain ways. Um, but with my experience, this is kind of a Call of Duty situation. Um, Need for Speed Heat was like Call of Duty World War II for me. It was like a game that I could really just like fixate on and was still good. I would consider it to be for me. It's definitely way more. I think it would be above the highest above average for me. I still blast Hand of Blood to this day. Um, Batman. So all the Batman games. Jeez. Okay. First Batman game I played was Arkham Asylum, which is an amazing game, fantastic game. Then it was Arkham City. Then it was or no. Then it was Arkham Knight. Never played Begins, which is trash. So I think that as a whole, it's definitely above. I kind of want to just put this like above Uncharted. I think that seems like a good deal. All right, Injustice. Hate it. Midnight Club. I've only played LA, but this is one of those Need for Speed situations. But considering that, if you don't count the first game, like everything else is basically a banger, I would consider Midnight Club to probably be the highest ranking racing game at the moment. Now, because I only played LA, I'm not gonna put it in Masterpiece. But if I did play 3, I would probably put it in or I would probably put it in Masterpiece. Now, very good. I'm gonna put it in. Hmm. I'm thinking. Hang on. I think my package is here. Yeah, my package is here. All right. Funny enough, I get my Redbubble stuff before I get my display. Okay. All right. They didn't even knock. I didn't leave the porch light on. That's why. Stupid idiot. All right. All right. Yeah. So I lost my thing. I think. Oh yeah. No. Midnight. Okay. Midnight Club. I'm thinking. For me, I'm gonna probably put it. Now, my question is, would I rather play Midnight Club or Smash Bros? I think that's an obvious choice. I think Smash Bros beats that. So I am gonna probably put Midnight Club. I think above Portal's the best thing to put it. But again, keep in mind, if I did play 3, I would have put it in Masterpiece. Now, Manhunt is a game that I know lots of. I know a lot about the franchise. Like I know a lot of the details about this franchise, but I've never played it because it's a game that I am more invested in the lore than I am actually into the gameplay. I was morbidly obsessed with this game in elementary school because I would watch Machinima's top 10 and this game was like mentioned in a couple of those. I think it was like most violent video games and like they were talking about Manhunt. Uh what was his name? It was Larson and the other guy. Mark and Larson, I think. But yeah, Manhunt for me. Um I think it deserves the Grand Theft Auto treatment. Just how extensive the lore is, and despite some people not liking 2 as much as 1, I still think that it'd be like comparing GTA 4 to GTA 5 in my opinion with these choices. So for me wise, Manhunt is going above Yakuza. All right. Gran Turismo, the middest of the mid franchises. Um, I played 5 and 6, and they're fine. The soundtrack is. I really like the Gran Turismo soundtrack, to be honest. Um, that being said, though, if you give me Gran Turismo and Forza, I'm putting it above Forza. I think that's fair. Um, again, we're going with my opinions. I don't know this game, but I've heard some good things about it. Bioshock, I played 1 and 2, love them to death, love their soundtrack, love their atmosphere. I think very good is a great place to put it. Now, where on I don't. Hmm. All right. Yeah, this works for me. All right. Stalker. Again, a game that I was more interested in the lore than actually playing it myself. But it's not like Manhunt, so it's gonna go and never played. Metro. Tried to get into this franchise. I Love this. I love the franchise's soundtrack. I think good is the best place to put it. Oh, there it is. And if I'm being honest, I think this is. Yeah, that's fair. Spyro, never played. Guitar Hero, as much I have some fond memories, and I actually do have three, and the Aerosmith one, like just sitting in my room. Um, I mean, I just don't have enough memories to really give it a rating, though. Warcraft, never played. Titanfall, I played Titanfall 2, and the little experience I had with that game was honestly better than most of the Call of Duties I played at that time. So I would consider Titanfall 2 to probably be in from the little experience I had with it, I would consider it to be in good. And I would probably put it consider it like if you consider everything in good, the most amount of fun that I had, I guess I would put it in I think I'll put it above Halo. Just the amount of fun that I had with the game. I think that's a fair choice. Alright, next is Unreal Tournament. Now, I've only played 1999's Game of the Year edition. I I do have three, but I never played three. I don't know what happened to two of the game, to be honest. But I love 1999 as Game of the Year edition so damn much, and to me, like it's an amazing or I can't say it's an amazing franchise, but it's an amazing shooter nonetheless. So it's kind of for me like since I have so many great memories with the game, I'm actually gonna put it above Batman. Um, yeah, that seems like a fair choice for me. Oh, although actually, you know what? I mean, Unreal Tournament did change the multiplayer scene, so I think so. I'm gonna actually put it above Half Life because Half Life, yeah, you know they have the physics, but Unreal Tournament really did change the multiplayer scene. Actually, no, I'm gonna be biased actually because out of all these games here, I definitely had the most fun with Unreal Tournament. Um, Gears of War, I tried getting into it. I'm not gonna give an opinion on it. Metal Gear, I've only played Rising Revenge and Revenge. Is it Rise? Raiden's Revenge or whatever. The hack and slash one. I feel like I don't have enough knowledge to give my take on it. Never played this. Never played this. Ah, yes, one of my favorites, Rainbow Six. I love Vegas One and Vegas Two so much that I might be the. It honestly might be the first shooter to overtake a lot of. Well, I mean, Unreal Tournament took a lot of the shooters. I'm gonna put it in definitely. I'm gonna. It surpasses Fallout. Okay, next is Assassin's Creed. Oh man, yeah. No, if you're watching this, you're not gonna. You know where this is going. So Assassin's Creed, the first game I played was one. Then I played three. Then I played Brotherhood. Then I play, yeah, and then it stopped. Um, I was obsessed with this game in elementary school, but I never really got into it after that. And even just replaying three, like I understand how so many people have, or how so many people can love this franchise, but for me, it's just really not for me. I'm gonna consider it to be, in all honesty, I think it'll go in above average, just because the games that I did play were good, and I had some good experiences with it. It's above mid for me. And I would put it in. I think this is fair. All right. Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs 2 is one of my favorite open world games of all time, and I never played the first game. So, that being said, though, I genuinely feel like with my very good list, I think it will go in. Hmm. For my take, or for my sake, it's gonna go above Batman. Just like, again, I'm going off of like I will, like when I do talk about stuff I understand that it's like important for the gaming or gaming as a whole, but then there's the actual games that I played that over just my experience with those games can will overshadow those. Now, just everybody's opinion and everybody's experience is different, so I just don't think that there's any need for flack for this. Dishonored. Never played it, but I understand the appeal. Or I tried to play it, and but I do, and I didn't get it. I understand the appeal though. Bravely Default. It's such a weird title. Left 4 Dead. I played the demo of two, and I get this is one of those. I understand. I mean, actually, I'm gonna keep it in never played because with my love for Killing Floor, Kingdom Hearts can't really get into it, but I understand the appeal. Madden. Yeah, Madden's going in trash. Just I did play NFL Blitz. I'm not into football. NBA. NBA is kind of a Call of Duty situation because I did play a couple of the games before they became casinos. Um, I think below Assassin's Creed is a fair choice. Actually, no, mid. Unless we're counting NBA Jam, mid. Okay, 2K. I played SmackDown versus Raw and 12. 12 is 12 is like my favorite out of the two. Um, I it's kind of a situation like the other 2K experiences, but with the character creator, it's above that. So I'll put it above Assassin's. No, I'm gonna put it again. I'm going for off a character creator alone. Character creator alone, I think it deserves. I think it'll go above FIFA. I think that's a fair choice. All right. NHL mid. Unless we were talking about NHL hits. Oh wait, actually, oh yeah, that counts. Okay, yeah, mid. But NHL hits will always remain the best NHL game. NHL hits 2003, the one with Bombshell on it, will always be the superior NHL game over any other NHL game. MLB deserves. Actually, it's gonna go. I never played because I actually never played an NBA, MLB, MLB. I've never played an MLB game in my life. UFC, never played a UFC game in my life either. I haven't played this. Arma is an important game, but I'm gonna put it never played. It's because just Unreal Tournament is still just more important. Ghosts and Goblins. This is the Dark Souls before Dark Souls, and as much as I actually haven't played it, I know a lot about it. I do think it could fall into the category of good, but if I didn't consider Dark Souls, I don't think I'm. I mean, yeah, it's a testament for its time. I'm gonna probably put it in. I think next to Team Fortress 2 won't hurt anybody. I don't think. Seems like a fair choice. Um, Sly Cooper. I played the collection and then I played Thieves in Time. And I gotta be honest, I was just really obsessed with stealth games as a kid. So I don't think I'd be interested in the franchise now. And even when we get to Splinter Cell, it's going to be kind of the same deal. With stealth games, it's not for me anymore. But for the atmosphere, I think it deserves to go probably above Ghosts and Goblins. Just the writing and everything. I think it's still it's pretty good. Banjo Kazooie never played. Donkey Kong I only played one Wii game. Never played. Never played. Battlefront. I played the remakes. So I'm gonna put this in never played, considering that I am gonna be buying the classic collection. So, but it's gonna stay in. I can't actually. I'll give my rating on it now is that the second remake was good. I did have a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of options. I think I'm gonna put it in. I definitely had more fun with it than Titanfall. So I think good is a good place to put it. But that collection might make it into the very good category. I'm gonna have to charge my laptop. So after I move this, I'm gonna change my place. Oh, whoops! I forgot where I was putting it. Yeah, that works. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, next is going to be Total War. Never played. Ace Combat, yeah, let's go. Okay, Ace Combat is. I've only played 7, but I love the soundtrack to this franchise so much, and I understand where the love comes from for this game. Just because I've played, I understand the appeal of this franchise. I know some people would consider it a masterpiece, but I think very good is a safe bet. And the amount of fun that I had with this game and the intensity and everything that I've wanted from uh, a jet dog fighting game, I'm gonna put it above Batman. They definitely should have picked some brighter images of the names. Like even if it would have been like a sequel name, you could have just did that because then it'd be easy to see still. But now I'm in the sun, so it's a little bit better. Animal Crossing, don't know much about. Fire Emblem sounds like an amazing franchise, but don't know much about. God of War, I've only played 3, but I understand the appeal of the older games more than the first, or the remake. I don't really care about anything about the remake, but the hack and slash games, I would put in. I think next to Devil May Cry is fine. Seems like a good choice. All right. Next is really, you definitely have a Dragon Ball Z fan here. Yeah, I Fatal Fury sounds familiar. Yeah, yeah, no. I am good. Thank you very much. Final Fight. I don't know much about it. Same goes for Art of Fighting. However, Streets of Rage I actually did play the original games, and I do like them. I for the time they're good. Um, now the question is, does it go above average or good? With all these picks and good, I think it's gonna go in above average. Um, I would rather play it than definitely Assassin's Creed. So I think that works. All right, Burnout. I've only played one Burnout game, and that was Paradise. I've always wanted to play 3 ever since I saw it in the damn store, but my dad never bought the damn game. And uh, and obviously Revenge as well. Amazing soundtracks for both those games, and honestly, Burnout Paradise soundtrack really influenced a lot of my music taste. It's not the first game to do it, but it sparked like if I it actually caused me to go down a journey to listen to more music in high school because I was just like, oh, okay, like what were those video game soundtracks I listened to as a kid, and then I went to Burnout Paradise, and I think at the same time the remastered came out, and I was listening to all those songs again. I'm like, damn, these are bangers. And the one that always stood out to me was Calling All Cars, listen to Census Fail, and Census Fail became one of my favorite bands, not only just through high school, but still to this day. So I do, a lot of respect goes to Burnout for me, and I don't think it's deserving anything less than a masterpiece. Now, for me, I'm gonna probably put it's a high masterpiece for me. So I'm going to put it. Okay, this is going to be a very hot take, but considering everything that I have access to play, I would go Burnout over GTA. Now, um, oh, okay, Virtual Fighter. Um, I did enjoy it a little bit more than Street Fighter, so it's just gonna go above Street Fighter for me. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the soundtrack. I don't know if it was the stages, the different characters, but something did it to me. Something did it for me. Um, Tekken. I don't. Never interested in the franchise. Never want to play it. Star Fox. Kind of the same route. It's kind of the same thing. F-Zero. I like the music, but not really interested in playing it. Silent Hill. Not a fan of horror games. I think if I didn't make that already clear. Dino Crisis. Never played. Duke Nukem. Never played. Postal. I realistically I could buy the remaster of the first game and 4 right now on my PlayStation. If they ever make them free, I'll play them. I just like it for the memes, really. So I'm gonna put in never played this, never played this. All right, this is gonna be a very odd choice, but out of every video game that I've known about, that's going there. Um, as for this, this is gonna go somewhere different. I don't know if it's right to say this, but I think that Tetris kind of inspired Bejeweled in a way. I don't know where I'm getting that from, but the Bejeweled soundtrack is very good, and the Tetris soundtrack is also pretty decent. So I think that. Sorry, Andal. Yeah, let's go in there. Okay, Serious Sam, a franchise that I've never played, but it looks really fun. I think when I do play it, it's gonna be fun. Um, question here though is I kind of want to put it. Oh, actually, no. That's actually, you know what? Yeah, let's put it. I'm gonna put it beside Mega Man. Actually, I do remember playing the demo. Actually, I don't remember which game, but I also wanted to play. I think it was the third or the second game because of like the Wind Waker art style. That was pretty interesting. All right, Bomberman never played. Excite Excite Bike never played. Okay, Splinter Cell is a very interesting one for me because I've been obsessed with this game ever since I ended up picking up video game magazines from my local pawn shop that would always like have like either Splinter Cell or whatever else was in there like from that same like year. And again, it had to do with my like obsession with stealth games. And then when I actually got to play the games themselves, like the collection, I didn't like them because I didn't understand everything about them. But I think the first Splinter Cell game I played was actually Conviction, which I still love to this day, and I really wish we could have a remake or not a remake, a remaster for both consoles because I'd pick that up any time of the day to play it on my PlayStation, but it was exclusive to Xbox. It is the ultimate John Wick experience, I would say, and I, as much as it's not a Splinter Cell game at heart, it's a pretty cool game. Now, then I played Double Agent, which I think is still pretty interesting to this day. Um, and then I didn't like the actual real games. So for me, it's Honestly, I think it. Yeah, I'm gonna just put it above Assassin's Creed. I think that works. Actually, it's gonna have to go above Tetris, because conviction, just for that alone. Oh, actually, no, it's okay. No, I got it reconsider this list here. Um, this seems fair. Now, okay, never played this. Ghost Recon. I played the one before Future Soldier, and Wildlands. And Wildlands is again one of my favorite open world games of all time. And I don't like Breakpoint. Um, that so I might give it the Rainbow Six treatment because Rainbow Six, they have Siege, and Siege is bad. Now with Ghost Recon, there's Breakpoint, and I actually did mind Future Soldier, so I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to put it. Okay, the question is, what would I rather play, Wildlands or Vegas 1 and 2? I think above Fallout works for me. I think that's a fair choice. Um, hey, did I move it? Oh yeah, I did. It's in mid. Oops. Um, whoops. All right. I think this is Darksiders, which never played. Wasteland never played. Perfect Dark sounds cool. Never played though. Never played. Never played. I tried to get in the racing game version from this franchise, but I didn't really like it. SOCOM. This is an important game to me. This is like not for me exactly, but like I consider this to be like just as important or more important than Ghost Recon. However, it's underrated, highly underrated. And it's actually pretty funny because the last time this game got mentioned was actually by my history teacher. He was always one of like the class students asked about like Cyberpunk, and then they're like talking about it. And he's like, "Oh, the last game I played was SOCOM," and I was like, "Hey, I remember that game um, from like a video game documentary." But yeah, SOCOM to me, I think, is important and almost as important as Unreal Tournament, but if I'm gonna put SOCOM anywhere, I think I'll put it above Portal. I think that works. I should have my phone beside me, just in case I get a text from my boss. Alright. Next is. Wait, yeah, I moved it, right? Yeah, I moved it. Portal. Yeah, okay, I moved it. Alright, next is another game I don't know. Jet Set Radio is an amazing game that I've not played, but everything about it I think deserves to be
in the very good category, and I'd probably put it above. I think I'm gonna put it above Portal as well. I think that's a good place to put it. It's just, the style is amazing, uh, and the soundtrack, everything about it is just perfect. Okay, Splatoon I have not played. Now, Fear is one of those cases where it's like Half-Life. I played the first game, and I'm not playing any of the other games. So I genuinely feel like it belongs in, because it's such an important game. I'm gonna put it. Did Fear come? Since Fear came out before Half-Life 2, I'm gonna put it above Half-Life. All right. Crisis, I've not played. I tried to get into 2, but for some reason it kept crashing on my PS3. Dungeon Fighter, I've not heard. Brothers in Arms, never got to play, although I do have it. Neo, again, not played. Amnesia, not interested in if that's horror. Monster Rancher sounds like an interesting concept, but not really something that I'm interested in. Horizon Chase, I played the first game. It's an alright racer. It's sad that like when it comes to arcade racers, we have to like just rehash the past. Um, but that being said, I did have more fun with it than Need for Speed, so I think it's I'd probably put it above Ghosts and Goblins. That be a decent spot. The soundtrack's great. The style's great. Whoops. Dead Space. This is another one of those cases where like my dad was obsessed with it, but I never played it. I understand the appeal of the horror and all that. I I'm gonna put it above Resident Evil to be honest. Or let's see like the Resident Evil category stuff. Um, oh yeah, we have a large like never played list. Okay. Yeah, let's see this Resident Evil category. Uncharted. Yeah, that seems fair. All right, Rock Band is very important. Um, More important than Guitar Hero. I would say that the little I played, I under like we wouldn't have Fortnite Festival if it wasn't for Rock Band. Now, Rock Band, I think, because it's important, like a lot of other games, or like certain other games. I think like putting it. Uh, sure, I'll put it like next to Serious Sam. That seems like a good choice. All right. Have not played. I wanted to play the original Blood game. It's kind of just seems like better like Quake or whatever. Witcher I've not played. This is on here. What the hell? Um. Yeah. No, I'm not even gonna get into there. Dragon Age. No. Baldur's Gate. Honestly, just seems very mid. Worms. I've played Armageddon and the other one, like the last like most recent or released one. I think that Worms is an amazing strategic game, and to be fair, I do enjoy playing it. Then, if I had to pick Worms over, I definitely would prefer to play Worms over. Super Mario. Yeah, I'll put Worms over in front of Super Mario. But I understand why certain people don't like it. I find it fun as like all hell, and like it's one of those games that I like share playing with my friend. We could just like watch the AI be like absolutely insane on the hardest difficulty. It's always like some really funny moments that just make us like laugh. It's a great interesting game. Um, all right, that works. Okay, have not played. Now, Five Nights at Freddy's is one of those things. I tried to like. I know I made a Minecraft. I brought it up with Minecrafting. To this day, it's like this is gonna be one of those transcending things for like kids to grow up to. It's like this is like this in like Pokemon, for example. The obsession with this franchise is very interesting. So I do consider that while a lot of the stuff is cringe, I do think that it belongs in the above average category, and I would probably, I think I'll put it last in the above average category because I do understand the appeal to the kids. While like not everybody is into Undertale, a lot of people will be interested in Five Nights at Freddy's, or kids would be interested in that at least. All right, next is not played. Love the soundtrack to Monkey Ball, but I've not played. Not wanting to play Shenmue. Nope. Teller. Nope. Sakura. Nope. Football Manager. Yeah, right. Prey. Have not played. There's a Digimon game. Have not played. All right, we're gonna get to. Okay, now we're getting to one of my favorites. So Flat Out 2. It will always be one of my favorite games of all time. It was the game that I grew up with, and I would say it was the first game to spark what I like in music, because this soundtrack is banger after banger. Fall Out Boy, Yellow Card. Uh, there are some good Nickelback songs. There's, I think, two. Rise Against, Under Oath, Reinventing the Exit. Zebra Head, Lobotomy for Dummies is a great song. And and then there's even like there's Rob Zombie's like Demon Speeding, uh, and I know I'm forgetting others, but fantastic soundtrack. I think Supergrass, yeah, Supergrass is on there. The Vines were on there. Like I adore Flat Out 2 so much, and I would considering it's kind of sad though because 3 sucked, 4 is mid. First game is whatever you make of it. Ultimate Carnage is something I wish that we could just have a remaster or a port just to be able to play it on the damn PlayStation 4. Or you could just give us the PSP game head on. I'll gladly accept either. So because this is like for me, this is way more important than Midnight Club, and honestly, it's more important than a lot of games on here. I'm gonna probably put it in. I'm gonna put it beside Watch Dogs. I think that's a valid place to put it. Although, when we do consider masterpieces, we are considering The Last of Us 2. No, it's gonna go in very good. It's gonna go in very good. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Can't even see the damn Watch Dogs one. All right. And we still have quite a few to go to. Dave Defeats. I've not played. Have not played. Nope. Not interested. Nope. Another Dragon Ball Z game. Another Dragon Ball Z game. Alright, Dead Rising. I played the second game before I played the first game. And hot take, I hate the timer system. I do love both games in their own way. I do love the first game a little bit more. However, when it comes to this game series as a whole, it is one of the best zombie games. And I will. I think good is a good place to put it, and I think I'll put it above. There's some choices here. I'll put it above Metro. That seems like a good choice. By no means a perfect game. It is fun with friends. More stuff that I've not played. This is important. Okay, this is important. Driver is way more important than Need for Speed, in my opinion. Well, I mean, an obvious reason, fact. That it's kind of like Half Life for driving games. I'll put it. Hmm. Hmm. It is more important than Midnight Club, but it's not better than Midnight Club. I'll put it above SOCOM. It is more important than SOCOM. Alright, next is more stuff that I've not played. I love the Dark Viper playthrough of that of True Crime. I don't remember which one it was, but I don't. I can't. I'm not even gonna attempt to play that game. I don't know what this is, but I'm pretty sure I have not played it. So I tried searching for it, and it didn't really give me any didn't really give me any leads. Sniper Elite, I played 4, and I played the zombie game. But I don't think the zombie game is considered still part of the franchise, or is part of the franchise. I think it's like a spinoff. I love Sniper Elite. It's very, it's very simple. It's a very simple formula, but it works. And just like some other things. Now, in terms of fun, I do have more. I would have more fun with it than like. Yeah, I'm thinking. Honestly, it might be like the highest good game. I think that's fair. Highest good game. For my listeners at home, I will be doing this. I mean, I want to get this done in time, but I don't think I might not have time to eat in order to get this video out. It's gonna be my first like real time big sacrifice that I made for content. Whoops. There. All right, Diablo. Nope. State of Decay. Nope. Fable. No. Chivalry. Nope. Nope. Dynasty Warriors sounds cool. No. Space Invaders. Um, it's like it's a Pioneer. Can't fault Pioneer for what it is. That being said, though, playing it, I think it's better than Pac-Man. Oh wait, yeah, it's definitely better than Pac-Man. All right. And then we got Monster Hunter, never gonna play. Man of War, never gonna play. Command and Conquer, never gonna play. Rage, never really interested me. Undertale, no. I played this. Soul Calibur. I played 5. Well, actually, I played 3. I think played 3, 5, and 6. All amazing games. It's my favorite fighting franchise. I don't think there's really any issues with the game as a whole. I think, in general, for a franchise, it's. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's. Would I consider it a masterpiece? Fighting. I mean, you can't really. I don't really consider a fighting games even a masterpiece in general. I'm gonna put it above. Definitely have way more fun with it than Batman. Put it above Batman. All right. Some more stuff. Ratchet and Clank is a great idea, but I'm gonna just put it as never play because I have very little memories of that game, and I don't even remember. I played Tools of Destruction, and I don't really remember a lot about it. Armored Core, no Dragon Ball, more Dragon Ball and Naruto. Nope. Daytona, can't really say much about that. Old Dragon, nope. Rival Schools. I like the band Rival Schools. Kirby. Kirby, I played Epic World of Yarn, and I really enjoyed it. That being said, though, I really can't really give a vote on that. Little Big Planet, I played all three, and I think it belongs in the masterpiece category. It is a reminder of a simple time where you didn't have to think about a whole lot. Just funny enough, actually, when my mom got like the family PlayStation 3, my dad was the one who set up the online, and I think it was like, yeah, like the three of us would like play. I think it was like the three of us would play online till like, I think it was like 9 o'clock at night. It was really, like I said, it was a simple time, and I just absolutely love the style too. Super Robot Wars. I didn't even know that this is a franchise, but I did play the first game, and I'm not even gonna like even count that. Like it's just a game of nothing. Insurgency, Chrono Trigger. All right, Overwatch. I did play the original. No, I didn't care for two, or didn't care to even try to. Um, since I had more enjoy, uh, I I enjoyed it more than um, TF2. It's going above TF2. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Okay, we're almost done. I think I will have time to eat. Let's go. Red Faction. I played Gorilla, and I love Gorilla. That being said, though, um, it's one of those games, or it's one of those franchises where it's just like, you gotta. It's fun, not revolutionary, and I don't think we're ever gonna get another game, which is sad. So, because Red Faction is responsible for good destruction, especially Gorilla, I will put it. I'm gonna put it above. I'm gonna put it above Serious Sam, and we'll find out whatever this is. Okay. All right. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Red Orchestra. Yeah, no, I don't know that. Don't know that. I did watch some videos on Risk of Rain. Can't really say much about it. Commandos, don't know much. Borderlands is a franchise that I used to really be into. I loved the second game and didn't really bother with any of the others. However, I've gotten tired of the looter shooter genre. I've grown out of it. But that being said, like for what it was, like before Destiny and all, I think for shooters wise, I would put it probably put it above Metro. That seems like a fair point. All right. Max Payne. I've only played 3, and 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. I understand why people love this game so much, or this franchise so much. I would consider it to be a masterpiece, and I would probably put it for. I mean, I gotta be like for fun wise, Grand Theft Auto holds that category, but for story wise, I would honestly put Max Payne above Grand Theft Auto. So they're two entirely different things, though. You got an open world game and you have a third person shooter. Um, hmm. I'm gonna put above Grand Theft Auto just because I would rather play Max Payne 3 than any GTA game. Like, if you had to ask me, like, hey, like, you want to play Max Payne or GTA? I would say Max Payne. I wonder if Just Cause is on here. I don't think it is. All right, Raymond, not played. Kidak, all right, Akaris, not played. Psychonauts, I've not played, but I've heard great things about. Saints Row. First Saints Row game I played was 4. Then I played 3. Then I played 2. 2 is my favorite video game of all time. Now that being said, the most boldest thing that I'm the most boldest thing that I'm going to make a thing for is that I do prefer to play Saints Row 2 over any GTA game, including 5. So I think it's only fair to put it below Max Payne. Now again, as a franchise, nah. But Saints Row 2, for in my enjoyment, oh, where did I? Oh yeah, it's going above GTA. Well, actually, no, it's going above Burnout because I do prefer. If I had to pick between Burnout and Saints Row 2, I'd still say Saints Row 2. However, where this changes is because for me, Red Dead Redemption 2 just like the story just overpowers so many other games. So that's, and I was never really crazy about this Saints Row 2 story. Siphon Filter. Um, I'm gonna say I've not played, but it's not a. I tried to get into it. It's not one of my favorites. Trust me. Time Splitters. Have not played, but it's going in the masterpiece category because 2 and Future Perfect are just. If I can get my hands on the games and play them, I guarantee my opinion will not change. I have looked so much stuff up about this game. I've wanted to play this game ever since I found out about it. My dad's friend was really into it, and he loved it so much, and rightfully so. It is an amazing first-person shooter franchise that I would actually consider to be probably, yeah. This seems fair. All right, The Blob. I've only played The Blob 2, and I love the atmosphere and everything about it, but the game as a whole, I don't think it's not enough for me to vote. Battle Fantasy, don't know. Warhammer, don't know. XCOM. The one game I tried to play was garbage. Alone in the Dark, not even gonna try. Forest, hell nah. Project Diva, don't know anything about. Nope, nope, nope. The only Dirt, okay, so Dirt, I played 3. No, not 3. I played the, like, Derby one, and then I played 5. And 5 wasn't bad. But I've heard a lot of great things about 2. And 2 is the one I've always wanted to play. So I think it's definitely it's kind of in the same category as like Forza and Need for Speed. I think uh, I'm gonna put it actually, yeah, it's gonna go beside Need for Speed. I think that's a fair choice. All right, a lot of the rest I don't. Oh, Mario Kart is on here. All right, Mario Kart. First Mario Kart game I played was Wii. Then I played DS. Then I played Double Dash, or no, then I played 8. Then I played Double Dash. Wii will always be my favorite Mario Kart, and I don't think any other Mario Kart game will. Oh, sorry, and then there was also 7. 7 was before 8, and then Double Dash. Um, I love Mario Kart Wii so much, and I also do love Mario Kart 7 as well. They won't ever come close to topping any. There won't be any other Mario Karts that will come close to topping those, in my opinion, and I don't think. I just don't think they will. That being said, since I put Sonic on here for racing, I think it deserves to go beside Sonic. Oh, whoops! No, that's not what I. I mean, consistently, yeah, yeah, that works. All right, Mario Party. Love 4. Don't really care about the rest. Um, that being said, though, I understand the fun and the appeal of it. I think it deserves to go in very good, and I'd probably put it above. I would prefer to play it over. Actually, yeah, I put it next to Smash Brothers. I think that makes a lot of sense. It is the video game equivalent of Monopoly. All right. Next is, yeah, we're gonna run into some issues. Mario Tennis is above average. Doesn't really do anything different from normal tennis games. I would put it in. Hmm. Yeah, I think it'll go above FIFA. All right. Super Mario Strikers I have not played, but I know it's good. Um, um, okay, yeah, Paper Mario. I do not like Paper Mario. I'm going to put it. I know a lot of people are fans of the franchise, but it's really, really, really not my cup of tea. All right. Um. Okay, we got some more stuff. Have not played. At this point, like, why is all this Mega Man stuff even considering like, why do they even consider it if like I already if they just wrote Mega Man, like, oh, what the hell's this? Fire Emblem? Yeah, Fire Emblem, I think. Oh, what? Where did I see Fire Emblem? Oh, because I saw fire or something. All right, I'm not even gonna count this. Far Cry. First Far Cry game I played was 4. Then I played 3. Wasn't a huge fan of 3. Then I played 5. Then I played 6. Then I played 2. My favorite, one of my favorite games of all time is Far Cry 5. Um, that being said, it's gonna be very similar to like Watch Dogs case. I'm actually gonna put it above Watch Dogs. That makes the most sense to me. Because even on like my like top video game scoring racket, I would easily put or cause like a lot of I love mostly sequels like Saints Row 2, Just Cause 2, Flat Out 2, Killing Floor 2, like a lot of sequels, and then Far Cry 5's in there along with Wildlands. Um, But yeah, Far Cry is going beside Watch Dogs because it deserves that. Considering Watch Dogs, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that Legion actually exists. Um, I just have so much fun with Watch Dogs 2, and I have so much fun with Far Cry 5. It's inevitable. Far Cry 6 is garbage. All right, Destiny. Um, it's good for what it is, but like I said, I'm out of the looter shooters. I don't play them anymore. Um, I would consider it to be probably above above Mortal Kombat. All right, a lot of more stuff that I don't care for. Um, Again, I'm just ranking Mega Man as a whole, so all that other Mega Man stuff they can just go. Destroy All Humans. I played the first game and the second game. I love both of them. Haven't gone back to them though, and I know that they're good games. Where to put them though? I feel like it's kind of like a Battlefront situation because I put Battlefront in good. I would definitely, you know what? Actually, yeah, after Battlefront seems like a good place to put it. Okay, we're running out of storage, so I'm just gonna end this, and we'll do the other bit as a separate video. All right, well, we'll just do a, yeah, we'll go from there.
Is recording, and the one thing that I do with the one thing that I'm going to change is I don't know why I put Splinter Cell in above average, because that definitely deserves to belong in very good, and I would put it there. Could be higher, but not for me. Now that being said, let's continue the rest, which is going to be quick because I think I only know few. Don't know this one. Don't know this one. Don't know this one. Nope. Okay, Killing Floor. So since I've only had experience with Killing Floor 2, Killing Floor 2 is the one zombie killing game next to Dead Rising that I do not get tired of whatsoever. I'm not really interested in zombie games anymore, but this is easily one. Killing Floor 2 is easily one of the best games to just throw on, go to town, level up my classes and all that, and it's fun. It's engaging. If you want a challenge, it's challenging. It's fun with friends. That's the big one. It's really fun with friends. And yeah, once my friend has a chance to get this game, we're gonna have a blast with it. But this is easily one of my favorite arcade shooters, or arcade games in general. So for me, I would rank Killing Floor as definitely very good. I would put it in For my enjoyment, okay. Damn, this is a tough one. Actually, no, it's not tough. Hello. Okay. We are going to put this, for my enjoyment wise, I feel like it belongs here. Alright. Yeah. Next is more that. Okay, so Turok I actually haven't played, so that's going in there. I know it's an interesting game concept, but never played it, so I can't get my take on it. Okay, now I don't know if this counts as the SWAT series, but I have played SWAT 4, and SWAT 4 is amazing. Now, I'm going to probably put this in the same category as Killing Floor, if we're being honest. And then the last game I know is the Fancy Pants Adventure. So, yeah, I knew that this part 2 was really going to be quick, but I wasn't taking any chances of losing all the footage in the first video. So it just made more sense to just break them up in parts. And at the end of the day, it's not going to be that long of a upload. It's like combining two things. Alright, now for me this isn't tough. Alright, Jagged Alliance, don't know. Fancy Pants Adventure, I didn't know that there was more than one game, but I liked what I played. I'm gonna probably just stick it in good. Not really a whole lot I could say about it. And next to Ghosts and Goblins seems like just a decent place to put it. So, um, oh, I didn't get to finish this from last time. Yeah, okay, let's just fix these real quick. Because I just left it there. Okay. Yeah, let's fix that now. Before I forget. Destroy All Humans for me is a fantastic game franchise as a whole. Um, I would put it in. I think originally I was gonna put it in. Okay, I'm gonna probably put it in. Actually, yeah, I know exactly where I'm putting it. And then as for the last one, I've already spoiled it. Here. Alright, let's just go over the list before we end the video. So, in Masterpiece, Red Dead. 1 is phenomenal. 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Saints Row. 2 is my favorite video game of all time. Now, I feel like despite saying at the beginning that I'm not just going off of like one specific game, there's a lot of stuff to take away from Saints Row 2 that just cannot be incorporated in any video game made today. Time Splitters 2 and Future Perfect are the definitive first person shooters on the friggin' PlayStation 2. Burnout, phenomenal racing franchise, probably the best racing game franchise of all time, arguably. Max Payne, a phenomenal series, phenomenal story, excellent. It inspired so many things. GTA, we don't even need to talk about GTA. That's how great the legacy is. Manhunt, kind of darker than GTA. Well, actually, really darker than GTA. Lore and everything about it. It's a well made franchise. Yakuza, Sega knocked it out of the park. Just as memorable and as grand as Grand Theft Auto. Last of Us, 1 is a definitive gaming experience. Lego, so many great Lego games. Little Big Planet, great. It was a great franchise for the PlayStation, and um, it's honestly it's just like one of the best like family games. Very good. Unreal Tournament. I'm very biased towards 1999 Game of the Year edition. Rainbow Six Vegas 2 and 1 are some of my favorite first-person shooters ever. Ghost Recon Wildlands is one of my all-time favorite games. Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 were great, but I also know the legacy and impact of that New Vegas has had on so many people. Fear, important first-person shooter for the genre. Half-Life 2, important for gaming as a whole. Flatout, my personal Flatout 2 is my probably my favorite racing game of all time. Um, Far Cry 5 is a masterpiece of a game, and I feel like everybody should play it. Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs 2, it has a great open world, and it's easily one of the best Ubisoft games ever made. Killing Floor. Amazing arcade experience that I don't get from any other zombie killing game. Ace Combat. A phenomenal series with amazing soundtrack, and just if you want to fly planes and blow stuff up, that's the game to do it. Soul Calibur, my favorite fighting game series. It just works, and the character creation is a bonus. Destroy All Humans, phenomenal series, phenomenal writing. It's just a great series as a whole. If you like the cheesy 1950s, 1960s like sci-fi movie stuff, play it. SWAT 4, one of the best tactical games of all time, rivaled now by Ready or Not. Batman uh, goes way past like licensing at this point. Like it, just a phenomenal franchise. Um, Uncharted, a lot of this stuff kind of repeats itself. Dead Space is great for horror. Resident Evil is amazing for horror. Mass Effect is great for RPGs. Battlefield is the better shooter compared to COD. Bioshock, phenomenal experiences. And there's just so much more we can just talk about. Then we get into above average. Need for Speed, not my favorite racing franchise. There's some good games, and then there's some not so good games. Dirt, same. Virtua Fighter, better than Street Fighter, but not by much. Uh, Street Fighter is a mid fighting franchise despite the new game. Gran Turismo, mid racing franchise. Forza, just as mid. Call of Duty, ups and downs like Need for Speed. 2K, it's kind of the same as any other EA game. Mario Tennis, it's as it is. It's tennis, but just above average. Streets of Rage, great for its time, but there's so much more to look at back out on. Tetris, better than Pac-Man. Assassin's Creed, not my favorite YouTube or Ubisoft experience. Five Nights at Freddy's, it's great. The kids love it. It's great for the kids, and that's the only reason why I put it on here. Space Invaders, mid. Pac-Man, mid. NBA, all NBAs except NBA Jam are mid, and all NHLs except NHL Hits 2003 is mid. And Paper Mario's horrible. Sims is trash. SimCity's trash. Injustice is trash. Madden's trash. And all of this, which I don't know much about, is in this category. Hope you like my ranking. Hope you hate my ranking. Whatever. You watch the video. Peace.